Hello everyone, this is Plank Time. It's been a while. Today is Halloween, October 31st, 2019, and I had to make a video on this day, even though I haven't made one in a while. I've had so many ideas and things I gotta get out there, videos I need to make, and I planned on years ago making these videos about 5 prophecies from 2,000 years apart from each other, all with some have more prophecies than others, that are all coming true right now in 2017, 2021, 2025, and 2028. So from the book of Revelations 2,000 years ago, which I have on the screen now, to St. Malachy's 112 Pope prophecy, Nostradamus prophecies about Trump. There's at least 4 of them I know of, and one about Russia and Putin. Then you had Our Lady of Fatima. That's the 4th one. And then you had Dumitru Duduman. That's the 5th one. So these are 5 prophecies, 2,000 years apart from each other, all pointing to right now what's happening in the world and America. And these are all Christian. Book of Revelations, obviously. St. Malachy, he was a saint, obviously. Nostradamus was very religious. Lucita was the only one to survive out of the 3 from the Our Lady of Fatima, when they saw what was told to them was Mary in light and sound. And then Dumitru Duduman, in September 1984, he got the vision of what was going to happen to America. And I actually started, I think, a year or more ago about, no, over that, probably 2 years ago or more. I was going to do all 5, but it would take way too long to make all 5 videos, so I was going to do them one at a time. But the only one I got to was Revelation 12. Then I was going to go to Malachy, Nostradamus, Fatima, and then end with Dumitru Duduman. And a funny thing happened. I had this all planned out. I've known this information since the summer of 2016. And I also have a video on my channel about St. Malachy's 112 Pope prophecy. It's some program did it. I recorded it, and I talked at the beginning real fast, and then I showed the video. Well, it wasn't getting many views in about September 2018. Now, I've known all about this since summer 2016. So we get to about September 2018, and all of a sudden, the views on it start jumping up like crazy. And I have no idea why. And then I find out why is either the History Channel or A&E or one of those channels were promoting a special they were going to do about St. Malachy's 112 Pope prophecy. So people were probably going on YouTube and checking, to see anything on that, and they found my video. So that's why it started going up. So I think it's, I don't know anything about it. I'm thinking it's an hour long, and it's just going to be talking about St. Malachy. So, of course, I'm going to watch it. So it aired in October, and I started watching. It was 2 hours. It ended up being 2 hours. I started watching it, and they started talking about St. Malachy, 112 Pope prophecy. Then they go to commercial, and they say, when we get back, we're going to be talking about the Revelation 12 sign. And I'm like, I don't know if it was a Revelation 12 sign, but Revelations. I said, oh, that's weird. They didn't promote that. They were just promoting St. Malachy. But I like to hear what they got to say. Then they talk about that, and they come back they go to commercial and say, our next one we're going to be talking about is Nostradamus. I'm like, that's 3 of my 5 prophecies that I've known for 2 years now. Wow. And then they go to they do that, and they go to commercial, and they go to the 3 secrets of Fatima, the 3rd secret of Fatima. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I was like, that's 4 of the 5 that I know about. If they do Dumitru Duduman, that's like, whoa, I'll really be freaking out. But they didn't. They didn't do Dumitru Duduman. They didn't talk about him at all. In fact, some of the stuff in the video, most of it I knew. And there's actually, there was stuff that I knew that they didn't have in it. I know, I don't know if I'd say a bunch more, but I knew more than what they showed. But also, they had stuff that I didn't know. There was a couple things. One was Nostradamus predicted that around the times of what's happening right now, St. Peter, the first pope's bones would be found in jars under some kind of slab of cement. I forgot what the name of it's called, the cement, right? And in September of 2017, of all times, they were doing construction on a church, and they found the bones. I know years ago they said they thought they found them, but they hadn't. And so they were doing construction, they moved this, and they found these jars. And it said, St. Peter, the first pope. You can go watch this. I have it. I tried to upload it, but they wouldn't allow me to because it's owned by A&E or History Channel or whoever aired it. It was about St. Malachy's 112 Pope Prophecy, 2-hour special on one of those History Channels or whatever, October 2018, 2 hours long, and it talked about all four. It talked about Nostradamus. It talked about St. Malachy, Revelations. It talked about Fatima, but not Dumitru Duduman. So I got other information from there. So I've been putting off these videos. So I am going to do that. I'm going to go through and I'm going to go through, do Revelations again. And then I'm going to do 112 Pope Prophecy. I'm going to go to Nostradamus. I'm going to go to Third Secret. And I'm going to show you that, look, here, just real quick. Just something that she talks about the Third Secret. And she talks about in the Third Secret, she sees something similar to how people appear in a mirror. Now, this was on July 13th, 1917. Okay, so she says that she sees something similar to how people appear in a mirror when they pass in front of it. A bishop dressed in white. We had the impression that it was the Holy Father, her and her 2 cousins, who unfortunately passed away a couple years later, and they knew what would happen because they were all 3 of them were told that the 2 would be leaving Earth soon, and Lucia would stay. And, okay, why, look, it's very short. This is the Third Secret right here, very short. Why would they see something in the mirror? Well, what happens when you see yourself in the mirror? You see 2 of yourself, right? There's 2 of you. There's you and the person in the mirror. She said this in 1917. There had not been 2 popes in 1917 for 500 years. And when the Pope resigned in 2013 and we got the 112th Pope, which is St. Malachy's last Pope, Peter the Roman, it had been 600 years since we had 2 popes. So we have 2 popes right now. So that's why she saw something like a mirror. That's why that's said in there. She's not going to put any word in there that didn't mean something. That's just, I just wanted to show you one little clip of what I'm going to go into. But I'm going to do them in order. And the reason I wanted to do this today, on Halloween, October 31st, 2019, because I believe between all these prophecies, the Revelations, St. Malachy's, Nostradamus, the Third Secret, and Dumitru Duduman especially, go watch this video right about the 46:10 mark. I got 48:20 mark here. Listen what he has to say. Here's where to go, the person, and watch right around here. He talks about what's going to happen to America. And remember, he said this in September. He got this information in September 1984. 2 months before Ronald Reagan won 49 out of 50 states. So America was not in any internal revolution. He talks about there being an internal revolution in the government and a civil war starting. Well, if Reagan won 49 out of 50 states, we were not divided and there was no civil war. Then he kept preaching this in 1989 when the Berlin Wall fell, and in 91 when communism collapsed, and then when Russia lost all its, all those countries went back to their own and got pushed back and they were really weak, he kept preaching it. Now, if he was just lying or a con artist or whatever, he would have changed it, but he didn't. He kept it there. And what he said, what he's talking about right now, is happening in America. We have an internal revolution going on in our government with Trump and Barr, Attorney General Barr, fighting against the CIA and the FBI deep state. And it's going to get worse. And the Civil War. Look at these Antifa people on the left, dressing in black, putting masks on. What's going to happen? What do you think is going to happen if Trump wins 2020? He takes 60 to 61 seats in the Senate. Just saying, if this happens, he takes 20 to 30 seats in the House, and a left-wing Supreme Court justice comes up. The seat comes up for whatever reason. I'm not going to get into anything happen. It just if a seat comes up, one or two, say a week or a month before the election, or a week or a month or 2 months after the election, what do you think is going to happen? What do you think the Hillary Clintons and the left and Antifa and all these people are going to do if that ends up happening? They're going to go nuts, and it's going to be an internal revolution because the people, James Comey and all those guys, they don't want to go to jail. They don't want to get probation and have to be, go from head of the FBI, deep state, to being on probation. They probably won't give him prison time, probation. Maybe have to serve, 6 months or something. They're not going to want to do that. They're going to fight back. So the reason I'm doing this again, now I'm going to tell you why I'm doing this on this date. Because in exactly 2 weeks, I'm in America right now, on East Coast. But all over America today is Halloween. October 31st, 2019. So kids are out in probably other states because it's earlier. You can see it's 11:30, 11:29. It's still Halloween. I believe, and I will prove, I believe through these prophecies that in exactly 2 years to this day, America will be nuked and destroyed in 1 hour by Russia, allied with about 7 South American countries, and they won't know his exact plan because obviously if he nukes America in 1 hour, southern Canada and northern Mexico is going to get hit with the fallout too. And Mexico is one of the countries that are going to be allied with them. But what are they going to do? Putin just nuked America in 1 hour and they're gone. Mexico gets hit a little bit. What are they going to do? They got no nukes. They got nothing. So there's nothing. He'll tell them whatever they need to, whatever he's going to tell them. He'll lie to them. But they'll be allied with them. So I believe America, which I will show, will be destroyed on Halloween. And it will be actually, you know what Halloween is, right? It's the biggest pagan holiday of the year. That's what it is. It's a pagan holiday. It started as a pagan holiday. So it's fitting that Putin will use his Satan II nuclear warheads, which just one of them could take out a landmass the size of Texas. Our radar can't detect them. Even if our radar could detect them, we can't shoot them down. They move too fast. And we're going to be in an internal revolution. We're going to be having all kinds of problems. The earthquake's going to hit because of the Revelation 12 sign tells us that we're going to get an earthquake. I will show that. March 6th, 2021, or May 30th, 2021. It depends on if the Revelation 12 sign 1 and 2 were on September 23rd, 2017, or Revelation 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 were on that day. Then it'll be March 6th, 2021. But if Revelation 12, 1 and 2 were on September 23rd, 2017, and Revelations 3, 4, and 5 were on December 17th, 2017, which I made videos about, and other people have too, and we have reasons for it, it would be May 30th, 2021. which is actually, I looked at both of them to see if they were a Jewish or Christian holiday. The first one, March 6th, is not, but May 30th, 2021 is a Christian holiday, and it's a big one. I believe it's the Holy Trinity. It's celebration of the Holy Trinity. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And that's the day the earthquake, possibly Cascadia fault line or the Midway fault line, will go. So, and then that will start the 7-year tribulation. And I believe there is no rapture. I believe we die, we black out until Jesus returns in 2028. And when he returns, the people that are dead, that followed his, followed what he said and believed in him, get raised up, new body, they stay on earth for 1,000 years of peace. And the people that are still on earth, maybe hiding out, that are still Christians and don't take the chip, the mark of the beast, in their right hand or forehead, and they stay, with God, then after he raises the people, then he'll bring those people, the people that are still alive, and then he'll give them new bodies, and they'll live for 1,000 years of peace. So I'll explain. I'll go through all this, but I want to do this because this is the 2 years left to go on this day exactly. Maybe this exact second or minute. And when I upload this, I'm gonna try and stop it now, edit it, and put it up, and hopefully I can get it before it goes to November 1st. So that's so I had to make the video today. This is I believe I can show you the proof I have, and then you believe it or you don't. It's up to you. So I need to get this information out there. I've been slacking. It's been 8 months since I made a video. I've known this since 2016 and really 2017 even more. And every 6 months to a year I get more information. So I'll be making those videos, and I'll get this one uploaded for you, hopefully by midnight. So this has been Plank Time. Thank you.